Hello everyone and welcome to another Let's Play, and this time around I am playing Sonic CD again. And as you remembered, I actually did play a Sonic CD, did play Sonic CD a couple of years back, but this was before, I had the courage to actually speak on YouTube and such like that, and so forth. But now I've got more of the courage to actually speak on YouTube. I thought to myself, you know what, I may as well actually play Sonic CD again, but this time recording it with my voice and such like that. But anyway, let's get this game in a move. Also, as a side note, I won't be trying to perfect the game, so I'm not going to be trying to get the time stones or anything like that. I mean, yes, I will try and do the special stages and stuff like that, but I'm not aiming to perfect the game or anything like that. I'm just aiming to play right through it and, give my, give my usual chit chat about it and such. Anyway, let's get started, shall we? Also, the one thing I love about this version is that you've got a choice between Sonic and Tails in this. I mean, obviously at first you wanted to start off with Sonic and Tails to be just like blanked out as a question mark. But at least they give you ability now in this one to play as Tails and such. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to start off with Sonic and then I'll I will replay the game again but with Tails only. Well, of course with Tails only because, you only can choose one or the other. But anyway, let's get this Sonic ride on the road. So I thought I had something else to say there. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw the intro, especially for the first time on the Mega CD, I was literally blown away by it, and I was like, wow, a nice animated intro. At the time, it wasn't like as clean as that, but it still looked very impressive for its time and such, and I was like, wow. Obviously, there was a lot of scenes that was cut out from the original one, like him running through the water, and you see the rainbows come up and such like that. There was, a lot obviously cut out from that, but I think there was a good reason for that. Oh shit, I fucked up on that. But when they actually done this, they actually restored all that and actually added it all in, and yeah, it looks really wonderfully done. And obviously they used the 2-2 Sonic Warrior, variant for the theme. Even though you didn't hear the words or anything like that, but you could tell it was the variant for it rather than the Sonic Boom. Now, if anybody was to ask me which I would like between Sonic Boom and 2-2, I would say, so I was trying not to laugh while saying that, I would say I like them both, being honest. Although, I would say, even though that I do like them both, but I would say Sonic Boom actually makes a lot more sense and such. And shit. Never mind. So I was hoping to actually get about at least 50 rings to go into a pool, but happens. But anyway, as I was saying, yeah, I was even though that I originally heard the 2-2 Sonic Warrior, when I heard the Sonic Boom one, I actually thought to myself, it actually makes a lot more sense and goes with his character and such. But I still like the 2-2 Sonic Warrior for you. I mean, I don't mind that. I mean, I still like it to this very day and all. But yeah, what I loved about Sonic CD, yeah, it involved time travel and such like that, and that was the unique thing about it. You could actually travel through the future to the past and such like that. And depending what future, the future could actually be easy as anything or much more harder. Now, the bad future, that's when things get a little bit more harder because there's more spikes, there's more awkward enemies and such like that. Wait, awkward enemies? No, there isn't no awkward enemies. What the hell am I on about? I am so sorry. I mean, there's enemies that would actually... More enemies around, that's it. More enemies that would make it a little bit more difficult and such. And, yeah, put it this way, there's a lot more traps. Where in the good future, it's a little bit less like that. It's a little bit more easy and such like that. I would totally say going into the past can be 50-50 at times. I mean, depending what pass, it can be quite hard at times, but at the same time, not always. But also going through time can also be quite hard at times in this game because you have to travel like literally really fast and such like that to actually go through time and so forth. And yeah, I made a good future in this part, but I won't get the good future in the third act because I didn't do the first one, which, it happens. But hey, at least I get to show you the bad future part. But you won't see the hard traps or anything like that, unless of course I was to go into the one of the bad futures, and then you will see what I mean. But to those of you who play, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, I did actually love the mechanic of the time travel and such. Yeah, it was sometimes hard to actually go in time and such, but at the same time, it was one of those mechanics that I loved. But I also loved the music to it and how the levels were done and that. They were quite unique in their own ways and such. I mean, obviously, you know, the Panic Zone is like its Green Hill Zone and such, but even that was quite unique in its way. Like the style and such like that, it just looked so different. And plus, it allowed a new mechanic on it. Was it the Sonic Super Pedo? Was it called or something like that? I believe people call it. You know, where he actually runs on the spot and actually you can actually run faster than that. I remember when I first saw that on the Mega CD, I was like, ooh, wow. And yeah, he could do his famous spin dash attack, but it wasn't as fast as what it was in this version. It was more of a slower version. When this one, it is a little bit more quicker. Actually, I don't think it was called a Super Pedo, was it? I'm not sure. I have to actually remember that now, because my old brain is like, hold on, I'm pretty sure it was called something else. And yes, I do love these. I do love these special stages. Pop! Oh, no, don't fuck up. As I was saying, yeah, I do love these special stages. The special station I thought was really quirky in its own good way. It was so unique and really beautifully done, actually, I will say. I mean, I love the way they done it and such. And they gave sort of like a 3D element to it, but still using the 2D sprite and such. It was really cleverly done. And I'm glad that in this variant, they actually smoothed things out and made things a lot more smoother, a lot more quicker, and a lot more, you know, responsive and such. Because, yeah, it is such a nice little gem to have and such. And yes, I've got different variations of this one, Sonic CD. I've got the... Yeah, this is the Bad Future, by the way, peeps. And I've got to admit, the music here is actually pretty groovy too. But, as I was saying, yeah, I've got different variations of the Sonic CD, basically. The PC variant, which is this one. I've got the original one. I've got the one on Sonic Gems, and etc, etc. So, yeah, it's like with Sonic 1. I mean, I've got so many blinking variants of that. But hey, what can I say? I'm a mad collector, just like many. By the way, easy way to do this boss. Cheesy as anything. Get behind him, bash him 3 times, and bulla boom. Done, dusted, and he's running. I love the way his legs does that and such. Well, hey, how's that fun ending? I also love that little jingle at the end where it's like, teleportation, yeah. Zubbity bub bub. Oh, Collision Chaos is, now, while it's a nice zone, but it can be a pain in the backside because it's literally like one big pinball level. And there's spikes literally everywhere. And Metal's kidnapped my girlfriend, so I'm going to have to get him back. Get him back? I mean, get her back. Holy cow. Yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. I don't want to travel into the... I didn't want to travel into the future in this one. It always does this to me. Now, you may think to yourself, what's so hard about this and such a... Well, considering that I'm in the bad future, there's a lot of spikes everywhere usually. Sometimes in places where you just don't want it to be, and it's like, yeah. Well, at the moment I've got the high ground, so I'm alright. And you get these things about... Where's the other lot? Plus you get enemies around that can actually cause issues. I mean, these things are all in the good future, you know, whether you like them or not. In fact, it makes you wonder, why does Robotnik or Eggman like to create such pinball machines? Or if this was created by the little planet, then what would this serve? I don't know. My head's trying to think too much. Right, I will get down there. Ah! Wait. I had a brain fart moment. Oh fuck! Why do I do that to myself? Why do I do that to myself? Why? Get to go and just go. Ba-ding! Teleportation, yeah! I got an extra life. There's a lot of things about this game that, for me, it was quite unique back in its time and such that, like as I said about the time mechanics, and then it's the level designs, and even the music was unique and such. And I was like, I actually really like that. No! Oh, glommets. Well, at least it's the past. And this one's a little bit more nicer as well compared to the bad future. Whoops. No, that wasn't a whoops. That was a yay. Yeah, and to all of you that are new to this whole thing and such, or haven't noticed, basically to go back in time, you have to activate it by going really fast. And sometimes that can be hard to achieve at times, but if you know the level layout quite well enough, then you're able to do it within a cinch. Me, I do know the level layout, but you're talking about me here. I mean, when has anything been a cinch for me? I mean, people could say, it should be a cinch for you, but it's like, have you actually seen me play? Mine, maybe when I was little, yeah, it would have been easy, but I'm old now. Me old fingers get tired easy. Nah, that's me making up excuses for my boneheadedness. Besides, I like making fun of myself. I can't help but to admire how the amount of effort put into this game, like for the backgrounds and all the stages and such. It's really quite nice. Well, quite nice is an understatement. Shit! I try and get the blue ones last if I can, but sometimes they also come in handy for... Whoa! I take it back, it wasn't handy. Alright, turn those around. Oh, that's usually a sign of time running out, but the good thing about it is that you can hit the time UFO to actually get extra time. But something tells me... Oh! I thought I wasn't going to get it. I love it when it works out that way. You just think you're not going to do it, and then all of a sudden it just goes, BAM! You got it. Fuck. Okay, the fuckers are fast too. No, I didn't want to jump on that. Right, turn it around, turn it around. Right. Okay, I'll get that fast one so that way. Yeah, I'm taking too long about this. There we go. Okay, I'm not doing too bad. Usually I do quite rubbish at these ones, but no, I'm doing not that bad so far. Give me about a few more stones down the line and then I'll be like, yep, I'll give up. Oh god. Oh god. This boss round. It's either two things. Really easy. Or a big pain in the ass. And it's going to be a pain in my ass. Or as Robotnik said in the OVA of Sonic the Hedgehog, a pain in my egg! Also, I do like this version of the boss round, like boss music fight as such. Although I will say that the US version of it, their variant of it, they actually made a really good scary version of it to make him a lot more intimidating than what he really is and such, which I thought was really good and such. And if anybody was to ask me which do I prefer, the US music or the European version, I'll say again both, because they both have their, you know, uniqueness to them. They both sound amazing and such. So, in all fairness, I do actually, oops, love them both. Yeah, this one's going to be a big pain in the neck. Actually, that's shit. Shit. Okay, I will get this. What the sucker did that? Fuck. What that sucker to death? Actually, is it what that sucker to death? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that. Well, at least I've done it with under 2 minutes rather than the other time. Oh no, I feel I could have gone faster than that. Still, I'm yet to improve. Ah, the Labyrinth Zone of the Sonic CD verse. But I do love the music to this one as well. Although, at least this one's not as hard as the Labyrinth Zone, though, of Sonic 1, but still, it can be deadly. You're gonna give me some... I guess you're not gonna give me some here. It's okay, I'll get my own. Like I said, I'll get my own. But yeah, I do love the music to this zone, and I actually do like the zone itself. I do like the good future variant of this zone as well. It looks so nice and pretty and clean. Yeah, I'm a sucker for stuff like that. Because of all its technology and such that it shows. Ooh, sweet. Bitch. Let me guess, you're gonna... Nope, you're not gonna... You could have killed me there. Need to film. Yeah. Can I go... Huh? Yes, I can. If it's not spikes that's been the deadly thing, it's badniks. I haven't used the term badniks in a long while. But then again, that's what they are originally called. I think they are still called that, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they changed the name of it or what. I'm pretty sure it's still the same. Now, I'm not going to lie, the future music to this sounds pretty awesome as well. And I guarantee you will hear it on the third act, because obviously I haven't got a good future in either of these zones, so that will affect the third act. And yeah, sorry, I had an itch there. Right, I've got to be quick because I need my jokes on you had a shield around me. Bloody things. Also, even the bandits in this was quite unique as well. You had like a unique set of bandits, but then again, in every Sonic game, there was always seems to be a unique set of bandits in it. You know, they always had their own different designs and such like that, which I thought was very creative and so forth. In fact, now that I think about it, even in the most of the Sonic games of the 16-bit era, not only that their bandits were unique, but the levels were unique as well. Alright, people can easily say, oh, this one looks like the Labyrinth Zone and such that, but at the same time, it's still unique in its own way. And I like it. I will probably need to actually do Sonic Spinball at some point. Now that one's going to give me major headaches. As me and pinball games, I don't know, it's a 50-50 thing with pinball games because sometimes I can be good, sometimes I can be rubbish. It all depends. But yeah, I'll definitely give it a shot. But just don't hold me to it though. Although I will have to rely on save states to get me through it though. Because if I was to do it like old school wise, it would take me forever. Somewhat. Oh, damn. Right. Bada boom. So far, so good. Just don't curse it, Alan. Ooh! Ooh! Okay, so okay, I've got plenty of time. Just don't rush. Don't rush. Yes, I do talk to myself a lot just to... Shit! Just to... just to keep myself focused at times. It's kind of like pep talking. I'm gonna need one of those time UFOs. Where is it? There it is. Luckily those time UFOs don't move so much compared to some of these UFOs. Although some of these UFOs move faster than what they should, but not all of them. Some of them move slower, some of them don't move at all. It all depends, really. But yeah, there are some that will move ridiculously fast, and it's like, ah, oh, you cheeky son of a... The one thing I've also noticed in the Sonic games is the boss rounds in all of them are also unique in each and every Sonic game. They rarely do the same old, unless to give you a throwback and such, but very rare that they do the same old boss. But these ones in this one is very unique in its own way. And also, I do love the music to this stage as well. It does sound cool when it goes with it. Can be fake. Four hits and that's all it takes with you, doesn't it? Although that's wishful thinking, isn't it? Because otherwise it would be just too easy. Now must you be thinking, how do I get my oxygen? Well, this guy provides it for me. Because he's so generous. And yeah, the boss rounds in this are not really so hard. They're actually quite easy to do. Fuck. And he hits me as soon as I say that. Hey, the boss rounds are so easy to do. Don't you let yourself get hit. So it's me taking the piss out of myself. What the sucker to death. Whoa. Susie, what kind of mad doctor gives his enemies a helping hand with air? But then again, you're talking about Robotnik here. Robotnik, you egg-sucking scum sucker. Get back here. Nice. And I also noticed that each of the flowers here is also different as well, like for each zone. Yeah, that's another thing that's different in this. Instead of rescuing animals, you're rescuing plants and such. Now, some people have probably thought, why plants? Why not animals again? Because I can understand about using animals and using their life forms, but why plants? And then all of a sudden you put two and two together and realise that plants are also a life form as well. Their life forms can be used, yada yada yada. And I think, ouch, I think, if I'm not mistaken, due to being on the little planet, which is like the time planet or whatever you like to call it, I think the plant life on this planet has a different properties compared to that of the lower planet below it. I'm not entirely 100% sure. I might need more confirmation on that area or looking up, but I believe that the plant life has much more of a stronger life force properties compared to that on Sonic's home. Where, well, depending what universe you want to look at it as, whether it be called Mobius or Earth, whatever you want, or Lands of the Sky. But either way, that's what I think anyway. And that was a lot more quicker than I thought. I also loved the fact that each of the backgrounds are also have a sort of like a unique thing to them. You have like little glowing things in the background or something moving in that. And that's the thing that always impressed me with the 16-bit era games and that. They always seem to impress me, like especially with the Sonic games, they always seem to impress me with the backgrounds. And it was just like mind-blowing some of the stuff that they did and such back then. It's like, wow, there's so much stuff that they did, but yet, you know, it's just amazing. But now it's stuff today that we just take for granted, but even to this day I'm like still mesmerised by it and amazed by it, because it's like a big wow factor for me, you know. Even though people can say, oh, it's just a simple this and that, you know. Yeah, true, but this was the sort of thing that blew my mind back when I was a kid. I mean, I believe I got this when I was 13 or 12. I think it was 12, I believe. Either way. Yeah, it just blew my mind. And I do actually enjoy going back and revisiting these games and such like that. Especially this year when I turned 40 and such. I know I've gone on about that too long and I'm going on, I apologise. But when well, it's basically, as soon as you hit a certain age in your life and you go back and revisit these things and you sort of like, yeah, I remember this. I remember this when I was a kid, and it throws back all sorts of good memories, like nostalgia and such. And it's like, yeah, you know, it was the stuff that you really smiled about and such. And it was like, yeah, you know, it just brings such a positive thing to me. If I was to say Sonic CD was my most favourite Sonic game, I would say yes, but at the same time, it is stuck between this and Sonic and Knuckles, really. Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles, really, because I do love Sonic 3 and K. But I also love this one as well for its uniqueness and such, and all it is. Yeah, I messed up there. I'm going to have to rely on the one-wing survival rate. Oh yeah, that's how it's done. Luckily this boss is not as hard as I'll make it to be. It is pretty simple once you know the pattern and such. Ouch! And it hits me on the head as soon as I say that. What's the matter? Your feet burning? It's hot, isn't it? Man's not hot. Man's not hot, is he? What are we going to do? Humpty Dumpty? Come on. Perhaps you should have actually ran on the treadmill more. But then again, for a big round guy, he can fucking run. This is why people think that Eggman is more faster than Sonic. well, back in his heydays.